We love it. The game gets underway with Enzo Hervé booting the ball deep into Castres territory. Castres in the white shirts on the right of your screen. Toulon in their red and black. Castres setting up the early ball. It'll be Jeremy Fernandez wearing 9, looking to get the ball over the top from the start. Well taken by Aymeric Luc. Sends the ball again deep into the 22. Bounces a little awkward. Jeffrey Palace gets in a bit of a tangle there with Louis Lebrun, but Palace away, gets Lebrun moving. Lebrun bounces off one tackler. 21-year-old manages to pop the ball back. Castres looking to move the ball early. Big drive in again. Beautiful time of year when you have the low winter sun sending those long shadows across the field. Fernandez high into the blue sky, collected by Enzo Hervé. Oh, nice little jinking run by Aymeric Luc, comes to a shuddering halt. Zarantonello, the tackler. Toulon moving it right. They've got a little bit of space. They've got an overlap here. Nice little bit of running from Hervé. He can't keep it in, though. Out it goes for the first line out. Enzo Hervé, a bright fly half, perhaps getting more opportunity than he might have expected with the injury to Dan Bigger, long-term injury. It's meant that Hervé, who's a new arrival this season from Brive, is getting some good game time. This is his 6th game of the season, his 5th start. He's becoming an important part of this Toulon setup. First line out, Zarantonello. Oh, it's ripped away. Baptiste Serrin sends it out backhand. Cornel Duprier. And there is Hervé setting it up. Oh, just didn't bounce kindly for Tuikuvu. Perhaps the GM just waiting for it to bounce. It wasn't, it was a little bit in that zone. It was neither one thing nor the other. Lovely pass from Serrin. He was on the bench last week, Serrin. Well scooped back, there he goes, Serrin. Feeds Jules Coulon. Keep an eye out for him as well. He had a magnificent week last week against Clermont. Scored 2 tries, but all-round outstanding performance from the 21-year-old. Coulon of Toulon. You'll be hearing more about him in the years to come. Aymeric Luc looking for the gap. He's held up, the ball dribbles forward, but illegally. Tackler to blame. So an early opportunity. It's fairly central. Maybe tempted to go for the points. They are indeed. So Hervé has the points to has the chance to put the points on the board. Mignoni there, just already yakking away to his lieutenants as Hervé tees up the ball. He's got 51 points to his name so far this season. His best season, 2020-2021, when he racked up 158 points for Brive. And this is clean through the middle. The first points are on the board. Hervé gives Toulon the lead. It's Toulon 3, Castres 0. Louis Lebrun will get us moving once more. Serrin collects and immediately drills the ball deep for Suke to take it on. Fernandez feeds, nice little quick pass. Just looking to open up a little gap. That drift defence shutting down the attacking move very, very quickly. Fernandez feeds once more. Papali putting himself about in these early stages. Nakarawa held up, ball going forward.
Pas d'avantage. Première en avant-plan, deuxième rouge. Mais les rouges.
Waisea Nayasalevu. Wearing 13.
Allez, on y va à la marque, monsieur.
Has yet to get on the scoreboard this season. He's only played a couple of games. For so long, one of the top try scorers. 10 seasons with Stade Francais, Waisea, before coming to Toulon last season. Fed up, no doubt, of the pollution and the grey skies in the capital, preferring the sea swells of the Mediterranean. Who can blame him? First scrummage of the afternoon. Saran feeds. Christopher Tolofua with the tap back. Cornel Dupria goes off the back. Toulon looking for space immediately. Hervé feeds outside. It's a Geldrin. Oh, it's the intercept, and this is going to be the first try for Josea Resuke. And Castres are on the board, and they're in the lead. Well, that didn't quite go according to plan. Josea Resuke with his second try of the day. Toulon looking to attack from deep. Hervé here. Well, it was quite easily ripped away. It was Gaël Dréhin who ran into no man's land, came up against the mighty Resuke, who just ripped the ball from his grasp and cantered quite gently over the line. Well, a little shake of the head there from Gaël Dréhin. He's a fabulous try scorer, but on that occasion, his inexperience really did show. Just had no answer to the big Fijian. Louis Lebrun lines up the conversion. That has drifted wide of the post, so no joy for him on this occasion. I wonder about the wind. Whether that was the wind or simply a bad connection, I'll let the experts decide. Castres lead by 5 points to 3. Hervé gets us rolling. Fernandez looking to feed. Outside, it's Papali. Abraham Papali, once of Bay of Plenty and of Connaught, now of Castres. Goes at the bottom of that one. The big tackle coming in on Segure. And now it's a little bit of have some of your own treatment. Waisea is getting stuck in there, looking to rip this ball away, but it's still with Castres. Fernandez feeds. In goes Van Verberg. You'd think he was a South African with a name like Van Verberg, but he's not. He's a Frenchman. Florent, French under-20 international. Another one for you to look out for in the years to come. Into touch it goes. Castres clearing the danger, at least for the moment. The ever-anxious Pierre Mignoni. Christopher Tolofua finds his man, David Ribbons. And away come Toulon. Serran looking for a way through. He's losing his shirt. Nakarawa taking an interest in that one. One for his wall at home. Gigashvili driving on. In goes Jeremy Sanzel. Back he comes for Serran. Still the forwards driving in. Gigashvili enjoying it, getting his hands on the ball. There he is again, the Georgian. Now looking wide. Hervé, he's held up, dragged down to the floor. It comes to an end. Serran has a look around. This is good defence from Castres. It really is. It's not a thin white line at the moment. It's a pretty thick one. High it goes. Jeffrey Palace did well to collect cleanly. He was under a bit of pressure. Zarantonello driving in, the hooker. Louis Lebrun, flat pass. Louis Lebrun, the flat kick, should have said. Excuse me. Drilled it nicely. It's a really good touch from Louis Lebrun. Always tempting to go for the height and distance, but Lebrun going flat and powering that through and beating the two defenders. And they get the line out as well. So good take this time. Oh, the referee says not straight. Ludovic Kerr is the man in black today.
Capitaine. Capitaine.
Louis Zarantonello is the hooker. Loris, excuse me, not Louis, Loris. And that was the try. Great piece of work from Resuke. His last try came earlier this month, 11th of November against Oyonnax. So he's enjoying this month.
Allez, on repart à la marque de suite, je veux la même distance que tout à l'heure. Allez, calez-moi ça, c'est à vous deux. Allez. Allez, on y repart de suite, s'il vous plaît.
A little hold up. Trying to sort out the scrummage. Run you through those two scrummages. Toulon in the front row, they got Jean-Baptiste Gros, Christopher Tolofua, and Beka Gigashvili. Second row, David Ribbons, the England lock forward, Brian Aloisi, Samoa. And then in the back row, Jules Coulon, Esteban Abadi, and Cornel Dupré, the Scotsman. And it's Baptiste Serran who collects off the back of that scrummage. Hervé feeds wide. Now is there a little bit of space? Wasea fancies this. Moves it outside to Emerick Luke. Tuikuvu lays it back. There's no one there for him. They need to get on with that. Hervé comes. Gigashvili being helped along by David Ribbons. Little short pass for Cornel Dupré. In goes Ribbons again. Hervé looking for space, sends it out. Whoa, dear. Just hammered that a bit too hard. It was really nicely done by Enzo Hervé. He set up the space beautifully with a little step back inside. The pass, though, was just asking a little bit too much of Setariki Tuikovu. That was where he just straightened it up, flung it out wide, but too high, too hard. And even an athlete like Turkuvu couldn't get his mitts on that one. Whoa. Shame. Lovely piece of work. David Ribbons.
Yeah, no problem.
Getting the treatment. Of course, last week, well, the penalty being taken. Through it goes, and Toulon are back in front. Hervé makes it Toulon 6, Castres 5. Just saying, last week David Ribbons was playing alongside the great Welshman, Alan Wynne-Jones, who had quite the send-off at Clermont. Fantastic game of rugby, that one. Alan Wynne-Jones, his time come to an end. Toulon look for the next chapter. Ribbons is there. Ribbons again in the caterpillar. As Baptiste Serrin digs the ball out and lets fly over the top. Jeffrey Pallis does well. And immediately sets Papali off, bounces off one tackle. Papali still going. Fernandez trying to clamber over the red bodies to get his hands on the ball.
Sure.
Awkward one for Aymeric Luc. He does well to collect. Hervé has it. Hervé with the outside of the boot. That is beautifully played by Hervé. Again, deep into the 22. Louis Lebrun finds the touch. Jeremy Davidson prowling on the touchline. Abraham Papali making quite an impression. His third start for Castres since his arrival from Brive. Well played, well taken. Toulon come again. It's with Jeremy Sanzel. Oh, the ball's popped forward. No, it hasn't. It's an advantage. Gigashvili, oh my word. He's just done a number there on poor old Nathaniel Huleux.
6, on gratte au sol.
And that's Nick Champion de Crespigny.
6 blanc.
Yes, it is de Crespigny, who's the man penalised. So this will be another opportunity for Hervé to put points on the board.
Auto.
Lovely take off the line out. I think that was it. It was illegally flipped back in the inside. Watch this. This is Gigashvili. Oh, he cut away from it just at the wrong moment. Well, perhaps the right moment for Huleux's pride. He got low mood. Enzo Hervé. With his third shot at goal. And it's 3 out of 3 for Hervé. Successfully through the post. Toulon lead by 9 points to 5.
Je.
Referee says play on, doesn't see anything wrong with it. Again, it's
Le contest, il n'y a pas de souci. Le contest est bon, plaqueur.
It's Zaran Tonello, 23 years old, who is penalised. New arrival this season from Agen. And making just his second start of the season, Zaran Tonello.
Elle est là au 40, Fred. Allez, sur vous.
Getting himself on the wrong side. So a chance for Toulon. They go long over the top. It's too long for Serrin.
Yes. Ah, je suis dans l'axe du lancer, j'ai une incidence sur le 9. Mais elle est pour vous.
Referee giving the advantage to Toulon. Christopher Tolofua just checking in to see what was going on there.
Allez, à la marque.
And it was the referee basically getting in the way of Baptiste Serrin, tripping him up. Good tackle, ref. So Toulon have the put in. Useful position on the 10-metre line. But they've lost the advantage there. The free kick going the way of Castres.
Ok, prends engagement, épaule sur la tête adverse.
Not engaging properly. LeBrun hoists it into the sky. It's well taken by Cornel de Pria.
Ballon rentré.
Hervé sends it long. Jeffrey Palace looking for a way through. Fernandez is struck by Gigashvili. It's still with Castres. Bouncing out into touch, but again, we've got an offside. The tackler rather, on the wrong side, and it'll be a chance for Castres, I suspect, to put this one into the corner. It is indeed. It's going to be Jeremy Fernandez finding a good touch. Rebecca Gigashvili, the man penalised. A little bit over enthusiastic, the Georgian. Played his rugby in Moscow, Gigashvili, before coming to France. Played for Chambéry, then moved to Grenoble. And now with Toulon, well recovered indeed by Wasaya. Sanzel takes the ball in to the ruck. Serrin.
C'est fini, c'est fini. On la joue neuf.
Serrin digging out.
Non, restez. Si. Je vous le dirai.
Over it goes. Palace collects. Risuke, the try scorer, with a good long pass, and there's a little bit of space. There's Risuke. Lebrun held up by Dupré. Fernandez.
C'est bon, Patrick?
Nakarawa taking the ball in. Papali.
Ok, jeu pour toi.
Little dink through. Collected by Gros. And back it comes for Toulon. Nicely fed out. Hervé. Back it's for Gigashvili. Bouncing loose. Dupria. Ooh, goes long and over the top. It's well taken by Saya. Ribbons stays on his feet. And he goes now and lays it back cleanly. Serrin. Oh, that's messy. But Jeremy Sanzel is there. Just tidying it up.
Le ballon est là, dispo, ballon dispo.
Sets up the ball once again.
On la joue neuf.
Just short of halfway. Toulon lead by 9 points to 5. We are 25 minutes into this game. Just that one try so far from Resuke. Back it comes for Serrin. Looks wide this time. He did one of these last week. Got a try out of it. Not this time, though. Tuikuvu well marked and bundled into touch. Nathaniel Huller, the man who shepherded him out. Well, are they going to have a look at that? That was a tackle by Nakarawa. Crowd didn't like it, that's for sure. Isaiah was the man taken. It was oh, referees pushing on with the game. Oh dear, well that one went wrong as well. A little bit of lack of communication there in the Castres line-out, and this is a great opportunity. There's a trip through, that was accidental, I think. Palace clears. All sorts of shenanigans going on. Into touch it goes. Hervé is going to think about the quick one, is he? Not on this occasion. Well, Jeremy Davidson will want his forwards to sort out their line-outs pretty quickly. That was a bit careless from them. Here you go, short one, straight to the front. That was a look, wasn't it, from Nakarawa? Clean from Toulon. Not the nicest pass for Serrin.
Avantage devant toi.
Gildréen looking for a way through. Serrin. Oh, he's such a troublemaker, Serrin.
Avantage 5 et 6 hors jeu.
France so blessed in their half-back department that Serrin, who's won over 40 caps, I think it is, for France, couldn't get himself onto the World Cup sheet, and away goes Wasaya with the chip over the top. Oh, this is going to be problematic in defence. It's well collected by Botitu. Oh, can he turn this into attack? No, he's held up Botitu. Fernandez looking how to clear. Aims for touch and finds it. Well, the game breaking out occasionally, just scooting up a couple of gears. Something's going to breach at some point. Wasaya looks in the mood, that is for sure.
Merci capitaine, bel esprit. Ouais, elle est touchée. Oui, le capitaine me le confirme. Merci capitaine.
Lovely piece of work by Tuikuvu to get that one back to Wasaya. Super stuff. And away they come again with Tolofua. Tolofua getting through one tackle. Sets it back. In goes Jean-Baptiste Gros, the loose head prop, driving forward. Serrin has it. In goes David Ribbons. Going on a couple of meters. There's a bit of space for Jeremy Sanzel. He takes the tacklers with him. Oh, they're inside of the try line now. Serrin feeds back. Ribbons again. Makes another meter. Serrin has it. Toulon have got a bit of a roll on here. Another meter. Inching towards that line. Serrin feeds wide. It's with Hervé. Hervé feeds outside him into the corner. Tuikuvu is there for the try. And it was beautifully built. Superb piece of work from Toulon. Putting the phases together, finding the space, and Setariki Tuikuvu going through for his third try of the season. And Toulon have a little bit of breathing space. They lead by 14 points to 5. Well, this is just the end of that sequence. It was the build-up before which sucked in the defence. Tuikuvu doing so well. just bruising his way past Nathanael Uller, whose tackle perhaps wasn't as solid as it might have been. Easy to say that from up here, of course. Hervé, 3 out of 3 so far in the kicking department. Lining up the conversion from the touchline, not the easiest. He's got it though, through it goes. Toulon lead, 16 points to 5. Great finish from Tuikuvu. He had some work to do, that is for sure.
Derrière, derrière.
Collected by Sanzel. Serrin blasts the ball to touch. And Louis Lebrun is annoyed with himself. He's taken it in. It's going to be a Toulon line out. Beautifully judged kick. Baptiste Serrin pulling the strings so well. Lebrun was trying to do the cricket trick, catch it inside, pop it back infield, and then collect on the return, except he forgot about that oval ball. Away come Toulon. They're playing at pace now. Looked perhaps forward. No, referee's fine with it. Wasaya taking it in. In goes Tolofua. They're on the 22. Toulon have got a head of steam now. They fancy cracking this game open right now in this last 10 minutes or so before half-time. Gigashvili driving in. Dupria is the next to go. Scottish international Dupria. Born and bred in what used to be called Port Elizabeth in South Africa. And now there's a little chance. Drayan, no, it's closed up for him. Drayan being dragged towards the touchline. Did well to get the ball back. Serrin does even better. They've kept a hold of it. Toulon somehow keeping this ball alive. This is dangerous times, desperate times for the white shirts of Castres. They got in the way, they've given away the penalty, and there could be a card here. I suspect that is going to be, well, we'll see. I think there may well be a yellow card. It was a deliberate closing down. No, no cards. Fair enough, just the penalty. I think Adrien Segeret, the captain, though, was given the warning that they need to be careful. Next one's going to be a card. Oh, these are tough moments for Castres as Hervé lines up yet another. This would take his tally for the day to 14 points. Something for Jeremy Davidson to think about as he mulls his half-time speech. Through he goes. Toulon are running this at the moment, and they're in danger of running away. They lead by 14 points. It's 19 points to 5. Just in the last 5-6 minutes or so, Toulon have grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck. Castres were competing well. Oh dear, there's a knock-on from Serrin. Gets into a tangle, and this may be the opportunity Castres need. It's untidy, but Nakarawa throws it back for Fernandez. If they can find a way back in, then that'll give them hope for the second half. If they can get a try now and close that gap to 7 points, they may still feel they've got a chance. Well, again, a little bit of miscommunication. Serrin going for the ball, got bumped by his teammate. and it went forward. So Castres have a really good attacking opportunity here with this scrummage. They got some power in their scrum as well. Louis Geroy, 21-year-old prop forward wearing number 1. Laurie Sarantonello, 23-year-old hooker. And Wilfried Humpatin is at number 3, French international. Florent Van Verberg and Leon Nakarawa in the second row. And then Nick Champion de Crespigny, Gauthier Marava and Abraham Papali in the back row. Marava usually to be found in the second row this season, wearing number 7 today. Need clean ball.
Allez, on décale bien là. Allez. Allez, à la marque. Allez, on y va, messieurs.
Pitch cutting up quite a lot today. As you can see in the inside the 22, the lower half of your picture. Looking a bit like Aintree after the Grand National. Sergio Parise looking on. And the coaching staff as Castres aim for the line. It's untidy. It's Fernandez cleaning up. Fernandez spinning out of a tackle, still going. Marava feeds. Little knock on. Well, that is annoying for Castres. Pierre Mignoni almost breaks out into a smirk. It was Marava, the lock-turned flanker, whose fingers were a little bit buttery on that occasion. It remains 19 points to 5. Toulon lead as we go into the last 3 minutes before the break. One try each, but they've really benefited from the mistakes that Castres have made, the indiscipline, the penalty count. Serran off the back, fires the ball downfield. It's well taken by Jeffrey Palace. He enjoys running at the opposition, gets nabbed by Serran. Palace lays it back. Oh, and away goes Papali. Who's he got with him? Papali on his own. That's a big shunt off on Hervé. He's still going. Papali has done brilliantly. This is dangerous times for Toulon. The advantage is with Castres. Super work. The penalty awarded. Still going, Castres. Papali again. It's there for them. Round they go, round the outside. And a little pick and go. The red shirts piling in there, trying to stop them. Nakarawa goes in. He's held up. Whose turn is it going to be next? I think that's Maravat trying to get in there. He's held up. Fernandez, who's he got on hand? Fernandez fancies his chances. Looks to burrow through. I think he's got the try. That's the scrum half. Jeremy Fernandez gets Castres' second try of the day, and they're back in this game. Well played, Jeremy Fernandez. His second try of the season. The big guns couldn't burrow through. But the slightly slighter man, the scrum half, was able to find the hole. Sneaking inside Christopher Tolofua and Esteban Abadi. Terrific work from Fernandez. Louis Lebrun has the conversion. The fans giving him the bird. Just taking his time. He's got plenty of time. He's still got 39 seconds. I don't know whether he's actually just waiting now for the for the hooter. Well, this is the problem with having the shot clock, is that people can use it to their advantage. Through it goes, there's the hooter, and that is half-time. That's the reverse view of the try. He does get it down. It looks, it does. I do wonder whether he even got there, but he did, obviously, because the referee said so. So that is half-time at the Stade Mayol. Toulon leading by 19 points to 12. Castres have 2 tries to 1.
L'indiscipline compliquée aussi. Et pourtant, vous êtes vraiment dans le match. Ça laisse des regrets ou c'est encourageant?
Do you have regrets or are you encouraged?
C'est encourageant parce que si on tient le ballon et qu'on arrive à mettre ce qu'on veut en place, ça peut le faire, on le voit, on est réaliste.
We've got to get a hold of the ball.
Mais il faut qu'on reste très lucide en défense, on fait trop de fautes.
Keep hold of it. We've got to stay
aussi, donc il faut faire attention à ça et garder le combat qu'on y met.
Merci beaucoup,
and we've got to keep going. We've got to keep fighting all the way.
Esteban, 7 points seulement, j'ai envie de dire. Vous tombez contre une équipe de Castres qui est hyper réaliste et vous avez du mal encore à concrétiser.
Ouais, je pense que tu as bien résumé la situation. On fait une bonne première mi-temps, on maîtrise notre sujet.
Yeah, we had a good first half.
Les 2 fois ils viennent, ils marquent 2 essais.
To master our subject, twice they've got away and scored tries.
Un ballon arraché et là un départ dans un ruck.
We've given ball away there once in a row. We need to keep hold of the ball and cut out all the little errors. Toulon lead by 19 points to 12. Referee is now ready, Ludovic Kerr. And is about to set sail for the second half. Off we go. Louis Lebrun gets things moving for Castres. Awkward bounce, taken by Cornel Duprier. Baptiste Serin looks for a bit of support from Gigashvili. He's got support from Brian Alenoesi. Serin trying to get his hands on the ball, which was held back to him there. That's not such a great kick. Straight down the throat to Jeffrey Pallets. And there goes Papali again. He loves to run hard at the defence. Worked well just before half-time. Little sneaky break from Fernandez. Comes to nothing. But Castres buzzing in these early moments. Nakarawa lays the ball back well. Lebrun lifts the ball high. That's a one for the chase. It's well taken by fullback Emeric Luc. He's going to have some competition for that number 15 shirt next week when Melvin Jaminet is officially a Toulon player. Jaminet leaving Toulouse after just a season or so, I think it is. He had last season. This is his second season at Toulouse. Hasn't quite worked out for him. And so moving to Toulon, but still a Toulouse player until the end of this month. Not playing this weekend, though. So no chance of any injuries, at least not on the rugby field. Knock on from De Crespigny and a little bit of a break. And now the charge is on. Toikuvu is going to get there first. Is he going to make it? He does! Oh, what a brilliant chase down from Setariki Toikuvu. He really did well there. Second try of the afternoon for Toikuvu. Brilliantly done. Well, that is the shake of the head. That shouldn't have happened. It did. That was the little knock on. Wasea, it was. With the kick ahead, Toikuvu outstripping Ula, getting the better of him for the second time this afternoon. Earlier it was at in the tackle as he dove for the line. This time in the chase. And Castres really didn't seem to have the legs. That was brilliantly done by Toikuvu to touch down before it went out. Well, has that taken the game away from Castres? They got themselves back into it just before the break. This one has drifted just inside the post, so another 7-pointer for Toulon. They now lead by 26 points to 12. Real determination and real skill to keep himself in play as he twisted and touched that one down.
C'est bon, c'est fini, c'est fini.
Super finish. Serran.
Rentrez dans les 22, rentrez, Fred.
Looking to put a bit of pressure on Palace. Away again comes Papali. He's done well, Papali, today, hasn't he? Lebrun.
Il est dans ses 22, il est dans ses 22, David.
Hervé fires the ball back upfield. Finds a good touch. Well, quite a few missing from the Toulon side. Dan Bigger, of course, injured. Facundo Issa is injured. Swan Ribage injured. Gabin Villiers and Charles Olivon haven't returned yet from World Cup duty. So they are missing a few. And Castres goes short. It's with Unkpatin. They win the penalty.
Rouge, plaqueur. Rouge.
Jean-Baptiste Gros, the man penalised. And down into the corner it goes.
Ouais, juste après. Allez, merci.
Now, Sir Antonello needs to reach his man. He's gone short. Doesn't make for quick ball, but at least it's secure. Van Verberger. Once was a Toulon espoir. Now trying to breach the try line of his old club, his formation club, if you like. Big drive in from Maravat, wearing 7. Ball's gone to ground. It's still with the yellow shirts as Segure, the skipper, tries to set something up. In goes Giroux. Castres still coming with Van Verberg. Oh, it's untidy. Intercept. And again, there's a pressure moment. That is a nasty collision, and this could be trouble. Jeremy Sanzel really piled straight into Geoffrey Palace. It wasn't a terribly controlled tackle on him. And Palace took a nasty one. And the ref is going to have a look at this. Palace was up. Oh, I think that could be a problem for Sanzel. I think that's a shoulder to the head. I think that could well be a red card. He's come flying in. And Palace, well, you could see his reaction. He tried to get up and then sat straight back down again. Oh, that's a nasty one. I suspect Jeremy Sanzel may well have a red card. Head to head. It is a dangerous tackle. Yeah, no control. It's going to be a red card. Jeremy Sanzel has seen the last of his action today. And this is fairly predictable. No control over the tackle, came piling in at great speed. Contact with the head. It was dangerous, uncontrolled. He's got to go. Well, disappointing for the 33-year-old Sanzel. Well, they can boo as much as they like, but I think when they look at the replay of that, they'll recognise the referee and video referee Patrick Delac and Ludovic Kerr, the on-field referee, really didn't have much of a choice on that one. Jeremy Sanzel is off. Toulon down to 14 men now for the large part of the second half. Jeffrey Pallas is still on the field. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for a control, a concussion check. The way he went down suggested he was certainly concussed. Well, did he see that one properly? I'm not sure. I don't know why he hasn't gone off. Well, trying to keep himself in touch, the ball drifting away from him. He's given away the line out. It is always a concern when players are involved with potential head injuries and they don't get a control. The game doesn't need that. Good take by Ribbons. 14-man Toulon, they've got to work very, very hard now for the next 30-odd minutes, 33 minutes. I think Patan is right around the wrong side. The advantage has been given to Toulon. Driving forward they go. The ball is down. It's still there. Saran feeds. Can they find some space? Wassayer is looking through the middle. He's held up. Saran has it once more, but back they come for the penalty. Saran, well, I thought he might be tempted to go for the quickie there. He is one of those. He does like to take off. His teammates keeps them on their toes. They're never quite sure what he's up to, but he will need a teammate on his shoulder. In this case, Enzo Hervé pops the ball into the corner. I think Patan lost his road map. So a change with Mathieu Babio. Very experienced. He's captained the side a few times. Taking over from De Crespigny in the back row, but Toulon have it. It's hidden there. It is with Tolofua. Just 5 meters from the line now. Saran urging the forwards on. Down the ball goes. Where is it? Well, it's been lost. Good defense from Castres. Take a bow. Ali Nakarawa doing his job extremely well.
Allez, ball injouable rouge et les planches. Allez, on y va, messieurs. J'ai pas entendu.
Jean-Baptiste Gros making his way off. Danny Priso taking over at loose head prop.
Ouais, j'allais lui dire. Allez, je vous dis pied droit.
Toulon lead by 26 points to 12. They are down to 14 men, though. Jeffrey Pallas, who got clattered, is still on the field. Castres with a 6-2 split. Santiago Arata and Andrea Kosagi, the two backs who can come on. Down it goes.
Allez. À la marque. Vous maîtrisez, vous on prend l'impact.
Terrific support for the game.
Allez, on y va.
In the top 14.
Un peu plus, alors.
See the Stade Mayol fit to burst. And this is the first of 3 consecutive home games for Toulon. They face Pau next weekend. That'll be another biggie. Pau doing so well this season. Up there in the top 4. And then, of course, we have the break. We go into Europe, and Exeter will be the visitors. Castres come away with it. Lebrun feeding outside. Oh, there's a little gap here. Botito is through it. Botito's away. Now, can he go on his own, or will he have support? Botito is brought down. Good piece of defensive play, but Castres on the move. Lebrun looking for support. Lebrun goes on his own. He's held up. Back it comes for Fernandez, who feeds. Mathieu Babillot takes it on, and this time it is Toulon who defend well. They get the turnover.
7 rouges, premier.
David Ribbons getting some high fives with Esteban Abadi. Terrific break from Villamoni. Botito. Hauled down. I think that was Jules Coulon who managed to get a clutch on him in the end. Oh, Serran.
Changement. J'ai arrêté le temps, on va attendre.
And David Ribbons fitting in very well with his new club.
Blanc, blanc, blanc.
Right from Northampton.
C'est bon, je peux relancer? C'est la vôtre, la vôtre.
So changes in the front row.
Reprise du temps.
And in the second row, Tom Staniforth making his way on as well. Wayne de Benedictis on for Lloris Girois. And a change on the Toulon side. Smaili on for Coulon. That has been brought about by the red card, of course.
Avantage, on passe sous le lifter pour s'anticiper. Garde la marque, s'il te plaît, Fred.
Seems an odd one. There we go. There is Mathieu Smaili. Serran. Little flick down the line, and into touch it goes. Yeah, Toulon preferring to have the 7 forwards and 7 backs rather than an 8-6 split.
Vous avez le choix, pénalité sur la touche, on vient anticiper sur les lifters, ou là-bas, plaquage haut.
Baptiste, comment on a fait rentrer Mathieu?
Là-bas, plaquage haut.
Back they come for the advantage.
On vient ici, là-bas.
14 points the gap. At this point, that is not insurmountable for Castres. With that man advantage, they look potent at times. Just saw that break from Botito. Will only take one of those to put some pressure on Toulon, which is why Hervé is teeing up yet another kick at goal, because these points now, they just want to just try and get the board rolling. Try and make that gap bigger when they get any opportunity. Nothing wrong with that. Straight through the middle. Another 3 points on the board. Toulon lead by 29 points to 12. Hervé's tally goes up to 20. So, Setariki Tuikuvu comes off with 2 tries to his name and is replaced by Giuta Wenikolo. Not a bad sub to have Wenikolo come on. played in that World Cup win against Australia for Fiji. Top level performer. 25 minutes remain in this game. Toulon now with a 17-point advantage. Can they hold on? Can they stretch it? On verra.
Flexion. Lié.
Well, they come to the halfway. The advantage again with Toulon. Serin looks to get things moving. Wasaya steps inside.
Okay.
Serin moves it the other way. In goes Gigashvili. And wins the penalty. But once again, Castres penalised. Their discipline, their penalty count against them has been really problematic. And that was Wayne Benedictis. He's only just come on. And the signal there from Pierre Mignoni. Pop it over, I think. Pick up these points where you get the chance. I think that's the Mignoni mantra. Well, this will be, this is ambitious, certainly. As De Benedictis flipped the man over. So a chance for Toulon to take this lead to 20 points. Oh, that's just drifted wide this time. It was long. He put an extra bit of welly on it, and that just took it slightly offline. It remains 29 points to 12. Castres from their own 22, looking for a little bit of breathing space. Ball kicks up nicely for Hervé, sends up the up and under. The chasers are on it. It's collected by Jeffrey Palace. Lays it back nicely. Castres, can they stretch this defence now? In goes Mathieu Babiot. Staniforth, not such a great pass. Collected by Louis Lebrun. What can he do? Looking for a jink and a wriggle. Gets hauled down. Staniforth again. Oh, well, it's untidy and is knocked on in the end. Resuke unable to cling on. Yeah, the shake of the head. David Carrère, the backs coach, will be looking at that ruefully. Castres cannot afford to leave this too late. If they are going to come back, that comeback needs to start now. They've got just over 20 minutes remaining. The ball, though, with Baptiste Serin. Toulon looking to move with Wasaya. He spotted a gap. Palms it on. Oh, it's still going. Still going is Aymeric Luc. Serin is there. Penalty awarded, I think, against Nakarawa.
Je suis encore à 4 fautes d'affilée. J'ai des fautes grossières. Ok, il y a clairement le plaquage. Je lui demande de lâcher. Il lâche pas. Pareil, discipline, s'il vous plaît, capitaine.
Well, Adrien Segure having another talking to from the referee about maintaining discipline. It was Josiah Rasuke, in fact, who was penalised. And they need to be careful because they have this advantage at the moment, the one-man advantage.
Okay.
If they start picking up yellow cards, they have no advantage at all. And it's Toulon again who are really in the driving seat at the moment. Moisseya is such a talented player, isn't he? Yeah, it was Rasuke who came through offside. Try scorer Fernandez goes off. Santiago Arata, the Uruguayan, comes on, and Pierre Colonna takes over at hooker. Meanwhile, Kieran Brooks, England international, comes on at tight head in place of Beka Gigashvili.
Là, on est bon.
A little bit of a hold up there. Toulon come. Good clean take. Round the outside. Kieran Brooks is at the back there wearing 23. Driving in now. Back for Serran. Serran is hauled to the ground. He's still there. Got his hands on the ball. A little bit of squaring up with Tolofua. And the replacement hooker Colonna, but it's still there for Toulon. Danny Priso. In goes Elena Oasi. He can't get through. 14 men of Toulon. Dave Ribbon standing off. He lends a hand. They're going backwards a little bit at the moment now. This is good defence from Castro. The ball comes clear now. Long pass out wide. Oh, this is going to be a try. Lovely try for Gaël Drian. And he will so enjoy that, having been skinned a couple of times earlier by Tuikuvu. Drian gets an element of revenge. Toulon have scored. They're down to 14 men, but they're playing all the rugby at the moment. Lovely try. Set up by the forwards, finished by the winger. Lovely floated pass outside, and Drian just had too much space. Jeffrey Pallis could do nothing to keep him back. Wow, that was a smile from Pierre Mignoni. Frame it. Second try of the season for Gaël Drian. And that, no mistaking his smile. Enzo Hervé has the conversion. This one a little more straightforward than the last one, and through she goes. Another 2 points on the board, and Toulon have really taken a grip of this game. 36 points to 12 they lead. 17-0 in the second half, all of which, bar the first 6 minutes, they've played with 14 men. Well, Castres have rather disappeared since that flurry just before the break. They've been blown off the park in the second half. Good take by Emeric Luke. Hervé. More changes. Ben White, Scottish international, replacing Baptiste Serran. at scrum half, and Mathias Alagao, 22-year-old lock forward, coming on in place of the Samoan Brian Alanoesi. Well, this gap, it's going to be too big, and things going Toulon's way. Christopher Tolofua driving through the tackle. White getting the backs moving. Wasaya takes it in. White again, adding some zip. Hervé feeding outside for Dreyan. Little chip over the top. Didn't quite work. Dreyan's got real wheels on him. He arrived at Toulon last season from Rennes. He'd been playing, I think, in the 3rd division, where he had scored 14 tries in 23 games for Rennes in 2021-22. First season last year. Just getting his feet under the table now. Well, there's a better throw. Babio collecting for Castres. Living off scraps a little bit now as away goes Pierre Colonna. Colonna doing well there. Well, it was an accidental offside. Esteban Abadi trying to get back onside. The ball hit him as it was passed. Ces choses se passent. Botitu, the man firing into touch this time. Now Colonna needs to find his jumper. He does find Nakarawa. And driving they goes Rasuke. Once again, scored a try in the first half, looking for another. Lebrun flips it back. Well taken by Arata. Colonna has it once more. Arata feeds Tom Staniforth. Oh, and another little knock on. It just hasn't quite worked for Castres today. Too many knock-ons, too many mistakes. More subs. Yanis Balusel coming on. Replacement hooker for Christopher Tolofua. And Mathieu Lecourvec replacing Cornel Dupré. "14 minutes remaining, 24 points in it." You would think that's too many for Castres to come back. They've been lacking ideas a little bit. Louis Lebrun sometimes gets himself a little bit lost. No disrespect to him, but this season they have looked sharper when they've had Popelin in the number 10 slot. No Popelin today. He had a super game last week. Toulon steady in the scrum. Over the top they go. Oh, and it's bounced nicely for Wasaya. Well, the two backs there dithered. It was Resuke and Palace were, well, they were inviting each other really to collect. Neither of them did. Wasaya sets it up. Ben White. Toulon are coming again. 3 tries to 2. It may be too much to ask to get a bonus point, but that's what they're thinking at the moment. Out wide it goes. Winicolo unable to get through. Back it is for Lecourvec. Ben White feeds. Still they come, still charging at the Castres line, closing in all the time. Oh, that's another lovely piece of work by Halago. Ben White digs out. Kieran Brooks fancies his bulldozing ability. Gets held up. A referee stops the game. He's got a man down. And I think they're stopping it for that reason. That's why we heard the word blessé there. We got a man wounded, injured. That's the sick list for Castres at the moment. Nakosi, of course, a huge loss. Out for a few months. Valka in the front row. Tierney, Peterson, Goodhue and Laveau. All of them important cogs in the wheel. But injuries happen to every team. And that list is no longer than most. Good early impression from Mathias Alagao. The fans are enjoying this now. They were a bit worried, I think, just before half-time when Castres got themselves back into it. 19-12 at the turnaround. Since then, it's been all Toulon in the second half.
Yeah, il y a le ballon. Il y a le ballon. Ouais, je te vois pas sur le ballon, c'est pour ça que je...
That was the one, the two defenders didn't want to take it on the full, let it bounce, and it was picked up by Wasea. Mathieu Bastereau chatting to Baptiste Sarin on the touchline. Sarin's work is done today, I think. Such an influential player. Oh, free kick for Toulon. Ben White tempted to go quickly. Enzo Hervé in discussion with Juta Wenikolo. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Toulon looking to inflict more pain on Castres. Oh, the pitch ripping up. Ben White has the ball knocked out of his hands. It's well collected, though. They've done well to... or have they? Yeah, the referee's given the free kick, and away they go. There goes Ben White. He is... well tackled, but there is space out wide. Waisea feeds. Can Dreyan finish? Dreyan steps back inside. He's through. Dreyan through for his second try. Toulon are running riot now. Down to 14 men. Running riot. And Castres are going to lose one of their own. Well, he's only just come on, Andrea Kosagi, and he's on his way off already. And that, unless we run deep into added time, will be the end of his game. Dreyan did really well. Looked for the outside, then stepped back inside, and the seas parted for him. Terrific try. Hervé has missed. Well, I wasn't expecting to say that. Hervé is human this afternoon from the tee. It is 41 points to 12, though, and this is quite the victory for Toulon. It really will be. It'll be a third successive victory. They beat Clermont last week at Clermont, 30 points to 27, and prior to that, they won at home to Racing, 31-26. So this win over Castres means they'll have beaten 3 of the top 6 in successive weeks. Racing up there in second. Clermont just tucked in behind them in 6th at the moment. And Castres third. Van Verberg back on the field. 41 points to 12. Toulon lead. Both teams now on with 14 men on the field, which may open up a little bit more space in these last few minutes. Ribbons. What a good signing he's been. Kieran Brooks, his fellow Englishman. Fellow English international, I should say. Away goes Arata. Oh, there's a little shove off the ball, surely there on Hervé. The whistle has gone. Spotted by 15,000. Smiles all round, though. I think Arata knew that he was a little bit out of order there. Mathieu Babillot getting the lecture. I think he's taken over the captain's armband. Arata, well, to be fair, Hervé did kind of try and block him, ran in front of him and slowed down. I can understand why Arata was a little frustrated there. But he's not allowed to do that. So Toulon clear their lines. Boulassel, nice take. Kieran Brooks. Ben White doesn't quite get the right boot on that. Caught the laces a bit. And Enzo Hervé penalised for offside, I think. I thought it was Hervé, but maybe it was Alago. Into touch. Castres have set themselves up. They've got a decent opportunity to get something back. But really, they're... Well, I suppose another try would rule out a Toulon bonus point. Give them something to smile about on their way home. Well, that doesn't work either.
Allez, couloir. Mettez-moi le couloir.
Colonna. Looking for Nakarawa, I think. Or is it referee? The referee gives the free kick for the false first throw. Watch his arms. There you go, fooling the opposition. Referee says nope. You can only throw once. It's got to be a genuine throw. Nakarawa departs. And we see the return of Abraham Papali. Well, the rolling substitution system does sometimes make it a bit difficult to remember who's actually on the field at any one time. We'll do our best. Toulon still look fairly stern-faced in the dugout, but I think they can begin to relax a little bit. They've won this match. Third successive victory for Toulon. They will go level top at least for a couple of hours of the top 14. If they can pick up another try, they will be clear at the top. Still got time. Oh, little knock on from Alago. Rizuki collects. Big tackle from Ribbons. Ribbons getting through so much work today. Tom Staniforth gets Petito moving. The defense is hard. In goes Babio. Arata digs it out. In goes Staniforth again. He's a battering ram, the Australian. Tremendous for his... Oh dear, this could be trouble. Drian collects. Oh, the referee's whistle is gone. Gonna have to come back. Drian for a moment thought he might be in for the hat-trick. A penalty. Castres away. (22-0) in this second half so far. No real explaining it. Castres was certainly competitive in the first half, got those 2 tries. Admittedly, they were on the back foot, but I don't think any of us would have put them down for a 22-0 in the second half. That may change, of course, because Pierre Colonna has the line out. Staniforth is at the front. Up goes Babio. Takes cleanly. Now, can they move this maul forward? The ball's still there. Still among the forwards. Toulon driving them back. Where's it going? Well, it's going nowhere. Toulon have done a great job there in defence. Jeremy Davidson looking even more grumpy than Pierre Mignoni. That man there, David Ribbons, has had an outstanding game. (11 caps for England, played in the World Cup. Born in Somerset West in South Africa. Qualified for England. Now playing for Toulon and really making his mark. He's been outstanding today. We're into the last minute. The big squeeze is on and a penalty for the visiting side. Castres have an opportunity. Feeding the ball straight in.
23. Elle est là, 10. Elle est là, c'est tout.
Well, it was against Kieran Brooks, it seems. Back 10, please, says the ref. Well, what do you do? No point. No point taking 3 points. They're going to go for it. Papali takes it in. The little pick and go around the outside is with De Benedictis. Arata is there though. Huta goes. Staniforth drives in. They're 5 meters out. Arata digs the ball out. Who can go with him? Arata has it again. Is he going to sniff the gap himself? No, it's Tom Staniforth driving forward once more. Arata looks right, looks left. It's going to be a try. It is. And it's Mathieu Babillot who crashes over for his second try of the season. A little bit of compensation for Castres. At least gets rid of that blob beside their name in the second half. It's the end of the game. Just about 41 points to 17. It won't change the end result. It'll change the scoreline, not the result. Babillot did well. Lebrun has this conversion to round off this match, which is a comprehensive victory for Toulon. Jeremy Davidson shakes hands. It's all over. Lebrun's kick is good, and that is the end of the match. And Toulon have recorded their third successive win. They've beaten Castres by 41 points to 19. Impressive stuff from Toulon. Castres will have to go home and lick their wounds.